What's up guys, Scarno7 here. So recently, I was perusing YouTube, as I tend to,
I was searching around the internet,
and I found something hilarious that I just have to talk about. So the story begins with a console fanboy named JaytechTV. Many of you may already know who this is, and for those who don't, this man basically worships the ground that Sony walks upon. Now, to be clear on my stance, I have zero problems with people who prefer to play on whatever systems they want. My issue arises when people blindly defend their own platforms of choice while blindly hating on those that they don't play on. Not everyone who plays on consoles is a console fanboy. They just prefer the console experience, which is totally fine. JaytechTV, however, is absolutely a fanboy. He will hate on anything Microsoft does, even when it directly benefits him, such as recently when they announced they were porting a bunch of their older games to PlayStation. Meanwhile, Sony jacking up PS Plus prices, the PS5 Pro being only slightly more powerful than the base PS5, yet costing $100 more, $200 if you want to be able to play your discs. Totally fine, who cares? And just to be clear, I'm not saying Microsoft good, Sony bad. Microsoft absolutely has things they could be criticized for, and I much prefer Sony consoles. But JTech essentially acts like PlayStation is the second coming of Christ. So now that the people who don't know who he is have a bit of background, we can get to the main event. He made a post on Twitter with the caption, "Playing Doom on PS5 Pro at a flawless 60 FPS. Doom running at 60 FPS on a PS5 Pro?
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Like, how does he think that's a flex? The only console port of 2016 that doesn't run at least 60 FPS is the Switch port. If the Pro model of the PS5 can't live up to the performance standards of the base PS4 running a game from 2016, there's a serious problem. On this tweet, he attached about a minute and a half of gameplay, which is some of the worst 2016 gameplay I've ever seen. It's worse than DSP's playthrough, and honestly, in my opinion, it may very well be worse than the Polygon footage. At least that footage, you can say that that was the person's first time playing the game and didn't know what the combat loop was going to be. Meanwhile, with JTech, we know he's played the game before. The videos are on his YouTube channel to prove it. We know that even if he hadn't played the game before, he would have had enough experience with the game up to that point to know how to play the game properly, considering the fact that the footage seen is from level 9 of 13. Well over halfway through the campaign. To put that into perspective, by the time that this gameplay footage takes place, you already have the BFG. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play the clip completely unedited so that you guys can soak up all the terrible gameplay on your own. Then after that, I'm going to guide you through the footage, and we're going to see exactly where he messed up, if not for just a couple of laughs. With that being said, roll the tape. All that soaked in for you guys? Good. Now, before we get started, to prove I'm not talking out of my ass, here's the same section of level 9 being played by me on Ultraviolence difficulty. Yeah, 23 seconds. That's a difference of over a minute. Well, now that that's out of the way, let's check out the instant replay. Live Scrawl, take it away. Thanks, pre-recorded Scrawl. So I'm not going to be quite as elegant with my speaking here. I'm not scripted right now, I'm improvising, so bear with me. But we have the footage right here, ready to go. Let's do this. So we can see he's walking down the hallway here. And he notices that there's an enemy there. Walks up to the possessed with the grenade launcher, blows it up at point blank, ends up taking self-damage, and immediately retreats back behind the corner. Now, I do want to point out, he is playing on easy mode. You can tell by how much damage he's taking. I'm not going to make fun of him for that, because to each their own. I'm not going to judge someone for playing on easy mode. I just felt it was important to point out. So, we've got that. And after establishing he knows how to use the grenade launcher, fires... I missed that. After we establish he knows how to use the grenade launcher, instead of firing a grenade into the crowd... Technical difficulties, my bad. Probably cut that out. So, he fires a shotgun into the side of the wall, misses a couple shots, goes in for a glory kill, hits one with a glory kill, summons a holographic clone thing. I don't ever use the decoy. I forget that the equipment even exists. We're gonna go back here. Use the decoy to distract him. Goes in for a glory kill. Goes in for a glory kill on that one. Kills that one with a shotgun. Kills that one with a shotgun. Use the grenade launcher again. Again, establishing he knows the grenade launcher is there. Strafes behind him, misses half his shots, hits the shield a couple times, just starts wildly swinging with the melee. Kills the shield dude. Now, here's the part, this part here is the whole reason I wanted to make this video. And it's so simple, but it's just, I didn't see anyone else point this out. So he crouches behind cover, pulls out the chainsaw, puts the chainsaw back, pulls the shotgun back out, and then he goes to approach the altar where the shield dude's standing. Now, the reason I feel that that is so important to point out is that on a PlayStation controller, I'm assuming this works the same, I'm assuming they use the same setup for Xbox. I haven't played Doom 2016 on Xbox though, so I couldn't tell you. You pull... I'm using a PS3 controller because it's the same loadout and I don't have to get up for that. You press down on the square button to pull out your chainsaw. That's the button that most games use for reload, which means this dude crouched behind cover and tried to reload in Doom late enough in the game that muscle memory shouldn't be, like, that instinct to reload shouldn't be in effect. But he's still doing it. So, anyway, let's get back to the gameplay here. He's about to face off with another shield dude. We saw how well that went last time, but let's go again. Misses a shot. Misses another shot. Misses another shot. Hits a direct hit. 3 direct hits in a row. Kills the enemy. Misses half the shots. And that's the last of this gameplay is important. He's just kind of looking around in corners for the extra, what would that be, 26 minutes? Or minutes? 20. For the rest of this time, he's just messing around in corners, for 26 seconds, which is fine. He's looking for secrets. That's totally valid. That's how you're supposed to play Doom. So yeah. Back to you, pre-recorded Scrawl. Thanks, live Scrawl. Anyway, with that, we've covered what I want to talk about in this video. Now, if this was just some random YouTuber, I wouldn't be going out of my way to poke fun at his gameplay. Not everyone's good at video games, especially shooters, and that's fine. Not everyone has to be. But given the pompous sense of superiority that JaytechTV has, I felt it was warranted to take him down a peg. As a plus, his gameplay going viral got me back into playing Doom 2016, and that's been a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Scroll107, signing off.
Open door.